Hello, welcome back to this week's weekly vlog. Hope you're all well. If you're new, this is Dawn from the Dawn Stage channel, and the channel is a mixture of vlogs about my life living in the Netherlands and occasional podcast all about the crafty stuff I've been working on. Hopefully there's been a podcast loaded that you would have seen. So I'm starting this week's vlog, obviously in the car. I've just been to Helene Design, which you would have seen some footage of the wool shop. Which way do I want to go? Oh, I think I want to go. I don't think I want to be in this lane. Oopsie, nobody behind me. Not paying attention. I've lived in this village for over 18 years, so it might seem I don't know where I'm going, but there's roadworks everywhere. So I'm taking shortcuts for the shortcuts at the moment. So I'm trying to get home. Anyway, I've just popped to Helene's to pick up a wool order that I'd placed on her website, and I have the option to either have it posted or collect. So, oops, move the camera a bit. So obviously it's handy for me to go and collect, but she's not a shop that's just open that you can just pass by. It's you have to make an appointment to go in. So Saturday morning worked quite well for us. And then I saw on her website, which I hadn't ordered, she stocks Chaigu knitting needles, which I've never seen or not noticed in the Netherlands before. I'm going through a tunnel in a moment, so the lighting will be shocking, but anyway, that's what you know is happening. So, and if you're not into knitting, then you'll have no idea what Chaigu needles are, and you've got no reason to get all excited for me. I bought a pair of sock needles. This tunnel, incidentally, when we're out boating and we're on the main canal, we're driving under it now. It's called the Water Wolf Tunnel. That's where we're driving under. So anyway, I'm heading home now. Today we've got to do the big shop, the groceries. Lawrence and I tend to do that together. And then we're trying to sort out we've got a little room up in the attic. So both the boys, most of you will know this already, but both the boys' bedrooms are in the loft, the attic. And then we've got a small, tiny room that was originally going to be their own bathroom, but we've never needed it. So it's all, I mean, it's not plumbed in, as in, you know, there's nothing in there, but all the pipe work's plumbed in if we ever chose to do it. Anyway, we've decided that it's going to be our home office, like a more permanent home office, so I can have my craft room back, and then Lawrence has somewhere to go if he's on a call or in a training and you know, needs some space. So we're going to share the home office together, and of course we've both got laptops so we can move around the house freely, but it would be nice. I wish there was smell-o-vision right now, because there's the most god-awful stench you can ever imagine. It's like raw sewage mixed with gas. It's absolutely disgusting. I don't know what that is. Ugh. Oh my gosh, there's just roadworks everywhere. It's crazy. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. And then, as I mentioned, hopefully you've seen a podcast, because it's my full intention to go to the workshop tomorrow. Lawrence is playing hockey. I think he said in the morning. Oh, it's bright. So I thought, well, I'll just get up with him and go off to the workshop for the day. We've got there's and it's called the art route in English, and that's going ahead in, I think it's in 2, maybe 3 weeks, and the art centre signs up to join the art route. So, and I'm not sure who arranges it, if it's like the local council or somebody, but anybody who's, you know, remotely artistic can choose to be part of the art route. And then it's basically like an open day for, gosh, this junction's terrible. It's basically an open day for anybody who wants to open their gallery or wants to open their shop. The Dutch are not very good at crossroads or roundabouts. I think it's a relatively newish thing in their road system. Anyway, so the art centre, my gosh, I'm gonna get there, guys. I'm getting there, bear with me. The art centre where my workshop is joining in with the art route. So tomorrow I want to go there. Hopefully I'm going to film a podcast, which you would have seen, hopefully, and I'm going to make things, because if anybody's out and about at the art route and they pop by my workshop and they fancy purchasing a little something, then I want to make sure I've got things to offer. Plus I've had a new delivery of undyed yarn last week, it was, or the week before maybe. Anyway, I've got a box of that that I want to start dyeing up before the art route, so I can sort of take advantage of it. Okay, I'm almost home. We got there. Just got to the workshop. I think you can hear the kettle behind me. Sorry. At least I don't have roots showing. Couple of reasons I've come to the workshop today. Let's make us a bit higher. I'm vertically challenged, which means short, but even for me. I want to get on top of the dyeing plans I had, and now my yarn has arrived. I can get stuck in, so I'm just opening the box. I don't order, like, you know, in the hundreds, because I suppose I'm a hobby dyer. I really enjoy doing it. Yes, here it is. It took a while to come because the company, it's a company in Germany that I order it from. So Google Translate doesn't always work so well. But yeah, so I've got a full box of all these goodies. These are 75% merino, 25% polyamine, sock wool, but it's super soft, so you can yeah, you can knit, crochet, anything with them really. It's lovely. I really like this yarn. I used to get it from a supplier in the UK, but yeah, with Brexit and everything. Anyway, sidetrack. Oh, I'm gonna take my cardigan off. So Lawrence is playing hockey today. I think it's just a friendly in-club tournament. William he's also got a football in-club tournament thing this afternoon. So I figured, well, I need to go dye, because we're having like an open house, but we're part of the art route for our village town, and I said I will open. I did open last year, if you remember, but then it was just an open house for the art centre. This is part of the art route, and yeah, I'm going to open, but I'm only going to open for the 2 afternoons. So because last year I spent the whole weekend here, and you know, it was mainly my friends came, which was good because most of them had not seen the workshop before, or indeed the art centre, considering, you know, quite a lot of my friends live in the area. There's so many people who haven't heard of the art centre, which is such a shame, but anyway. So yeah, I want to dye for that, dye wool that is, and
make a few things, because people do pop in, and you know, if I get any sort of yarny people and they'd like to buy something, then at least I've got some stock. And then whatever's left, if probably loads of stuff's left, I'll pop it in my Etsy shop. And the other reason I'm here is I want to do a podcast. I'm going to film a podcast. I'm trying to be really, really good, and I think this one will be a 2-week gap between the last one, so quite pleased with myself. Anyway, my kettle's boiled, and I did bring, what have I done with it? Gosh, this is not, I've got the tables full. I brought some, here it is, I brought my almond milk with me in a bottle. Oh, it's condensation on it from the cold. So I'm going to make myself a really boring instant coffee, and then sit down and hopefully waffle for less than an hour. But first I'm going to set some of these bad boys to soak, because you're supposed to pre-soak your yarn in whatever fixing agent you use. Some people use white vinegar, I use citric acid. There's lots of different fixes out there. So around half an hour minimum to an hour. So I thought, well, I'm gonna coffee, soak some wool, set up, waffle for an hour, dye yarn. I need to finish some socks I just can't seem to get on top of, and I've got some crochet to do. Oh, and I see Ruth, my lovely friend Ruth from Ruth Loves to Knit, and she does love to knit. She uploaded a podcast today, and I think maybe some others. I've not actually checked my social media properly this morning. I just posted and said the weekly vlog's up if anyone wants to join me, and then I ran around the house like a mad woman. Okay, yeah, I am waffling now. See you later. Logging onto the day. I've misplaced my tripod yet again. I had it yesterday at the workshop, so it's probably in a bag somewhere. I hope you can hear me. Sometimes you're perched on my laptop. Sometimes the sound's a bit muffly, so I hope you can hear me okay. And I'm crouching down. Yesterday, gosh, I don't even know how many skeins of yarn I dyed at the workshop. Let me think. I dyed 2. I was dyeing for myself, it wasn't for the shop. Although actually I've got 2 skeins that I probably will pop in the shop, or I'll put out when it's the open day, and then afterwards in the shop. But I will share what I made. So I dyed up 2 skeins of the Tessel yarn that I bought for myself. I want to make a cowl, so they're all drying, so when they've dried I'll show you. And they're like greens and browns. Like I want to make an autumnal DK cowl. And then I dyed up something which I won't share because it's for a project. A skein for some socks. And then I'm experimenting with a black dye that I bought a while ago, and I only ever use it to sort of knock back like a vibrant colour, but I actually used that on its own and I'm thrilled with it. That skein's beautiful. I think I might make a 1 skein shawl with that. And then the 2 that I will put up for sale, they're completely the opposite. Everything was like all like autumn or very wintry, and then I dyed like 2 pastels. I don't know, when I show you, it reminds me of like, I think I might call them Harley's Last Hurrah, because they reminds me of like a faded out Harley Quinn colours. Anyway, so I've just logged in. I've got 50 minutes before, oh no, I've got over an hour before my first meeting. Oh, that's nice. So I'm just catching up on emails. What I do, I scan read through and then pick out the really urgent ones, but I check my email all over the weekend actually, so I'm pretty much abreast of things. I hate logging in on a Monday morning and then getting surprises. And I've got a mail app on my phone, so I can just really conveniently check it. This week, no plans during the week. I've got to pop back to the workshop because I left my phone charger there. It's so annoying. If it's dry, I might cycle there later when it's my lunch break. I might do that. And then quiet week, and then Friday's busy day. So yeah, let's see what the week brings. My cleaner has just come. I've mentioned this before, and she's having a baby and she's going back to Brazil, and she's handed her round over to a friend who seems very sweet. She's come a few times with her now. And she brought me flowers and a card, and then she cried, and I was like, ooh, I feel a bit like teary now. Lawrence, he's just gone downstairs. He always shouts to her, hey, caramba. And then she falls about laughing, and I'm like rolling my eyes. She doesn't speak hardly any English and not a word of Dutch. So we do everything by sign language or Google Translate. She's been absolutely smashing. She's just been a joy to have in the house. Really, really sweet. She says she might come back in 2 years, move back again, but she wants to have a baby out there. Yeah, really sad, but so sweet. She brought me flowers. I gave her some money, which she'll need, in a card, and I've said, buy a gift for the baby back in Brazil when it's born. So yeah, I think that'll help her out. Anyway, enough of that. I'm getting all sentimental now. If anything happens later, I'll take you with me. Just popped to the workshop. Left my charger. Should bring my laptop here and come and work from here actually. Change of scenery. I cycled over super quickly. I think I'll have a blown up bite to eat when I get home before I start working again. I'm going to fall down the stairs. Okay, I'm back. Just gonna make a milkshake. See, that's the yarn I was dying. Oh my gosh, I'm hot now. Whew. I think I would have just inserted some footage of the front of the art centre. It looks really nice with all the planters in blue and seating. And the owner, Maurice, he's done a lot. Really, he's done a lot. Even if I think of how it, even if I think how it looked when I first joined, which is over 2 years. 2 years now, yeah, 2 years. It's changed a lot, and he's constantly doing work in it. And anyway, but that's the handy thing. My cleaner has been, it's just she's stacked all the things that don't have a home, so I have to do a sweep around before she gets here, and then a sweep around after she's left, because yeah, we live in a very cluttered house with 2 teenage boys and a grown man who acts like a teenager, and all my crafty stuff. Anyway, yeah, it looks really good, so I thought I'd just put a little bit of footage in there. The diet, not been very good over the weekend. I've not been really naughty, but I've had a couple of ice creams in the last week. I'm just sort of in moderation, and it's starting to slow down, plateauing the weight, which is fine. I'm not giving up, I'm determined. So I've lost, my scales aren't that accurate, but I think I've lost about, on the scale, about 7.5 kilo, just under 8 in total. So that's good. I'm still losing, but slowly. So I'm going to lay off weighing myself now. I'll probably leave it another week or two and then see how it looks. Fingers crossed. Because I'm doing it in 5 kilo goals. So I'm only about 2 and a bit kilos off the second goal. So fingers crossed. The overall goal was 15 kilos to get me back to pre-COVID weight. And then I still had a load of weight to lose from that. But anyway, bit at a time. Okay, I'm going to drink my milkshake and cool off a bit and then get back up to it. Good morning. Sorry, there's a lot of blowout because the sky is really white. I thought I'd show you. Gosh, it was a while ago I mentioned it now. Lawrence has got a 3D printer and it's also a laser etcher, but he can't find what he's done with it. But anyway, it's taken him weeks and weeks to get this thing working, and it's not working 100%. But he made me a little stand for my phone. I often watch YouTube on my phone when I'm sat on the sofa making stuff, you know, crochet, knitting, whatever. So I can stand it on here now. Isn't that nifty? He made one for me and one for himself. I was looking in, like, you know, the bargain shop for one. I'm sure they'll have one in there. Couldn't find them for love nor money. So there you go. It's a bit rough. Normally, if you'd sand it, you know, you can give it a light sanding, you know, to smooth it out. But I don't know if you can see. It's quite. That's showing up. I don't know how well you're seeing that on the camera, but oh, maybe that's better. You can see it's quite smooth. Some of them I've seen have got like really deep ridges in it. You know, you can tell it's like steppy, but this is I'm quite pleased with that. Anyway, sorry, I've fucking throat. Today's my short day. I don't know what I'm going to do actually. I do need to pop to the shops, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to be going to the supermarket today. I don't know if I feel like it. This morning I've got a meeting booked. It's a department meeting. And I thought I would tell you about it because I found this really strange when I moved to the UK, and I still don't I found this really strange when I moved to the Netherlands. I still can't get my head around it. I find it the oddest thing, but for some reason the Dutch celebrate 12.5 as a milestone of something. So you can have a 12.5 year wedding anniversary, you can have a 12.5 year work anniversary, any kind of anniversary. When it's 12.5 years, you always celebrate it. So one of my colleagues is having her 12.5 year anniversary today. So as a surprise, we're having a virtual gathering, and I think they've made like a digital book for her or something. I don't know what they're doing. They've probably ordered cake to her house. I just find it such a strange thing. At the beginning, you know, we'd often get invited to 12.5 like anniversary things, and I just assumed I'd misunderstood things. I didn't, you know, I was like, okay, all right, yeah, we'll come. And then afterwards we're like, why are we celebrating 12.5 things? It's the oddest thing. And the other thing, before we moved to the euro, that's the currency here if you didn't know, it was the guilder. The Dutch guilder was the currency. So I moved here when we were still in the guilder, and then in so for sterling it was, how, I don't even explain this properly, we counted in the same denomination. So 1 pence, 2 pence, 5 pence, 10 pence, 20 pence, 50 pence, a pound. But no, the guilders was 1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cent, 25 cent, and a 50 cent. No, 20 cent. And then when we changed the euro, it went to the same as sterling was. So I went back to the, you know, 10 cents,
20 cents, 50 cents. And it was hilarious because when, you know, when you go in the shop and they count the change out to you, the Dutch people just couldn't count because they were so used to counting this 25-cent coin. I just found it so strange. I don't know, do you have 25-cent or 25, you know, coin of something where you live? I just find it the oddest thing. Anyway, well, that's enough strange observations for the morning. I'm going to mention something as well. So, I don't think I've mentioned this before, some of what I'm going to share with you, but I wanted to share it. Two of my friends were in hospital yesterday. One of them was donating a kidney to the other friend who needed a kidney. So this has been going on for quite a long time now. The friend who had no kidneys in the end, he's been very, very sick. And kindly one of our other friends said, you know, I want to see if I'm a match. And she was, and she's so brave and so kind that she's done that. So anyway, they had the operation yesterday, and you know, fingers crossed, keep them in your thoughts, guys. It was a success. So I understand in another couple of days, so hopefully by the time you watch this, they'd have been sort of dragged from their beds and made to get up and move around. They don't mess around, the Dutch. And then the other thing, I've shared this before because I was trying to knit a hat for my friend Joanne, which I frogged in the end, and we did speak about it. Joanne had her 5th round of chemo yesterday. She'll be feeling dreadful, but I'm just mentioning it because I know. So Fiona and Claire, who are involved in the kidney story, and Joanne, they do watch the vlogs now and again. So if they're watching, please everybody say hello and wish them all good luck. And then the other thing is, I don't think she'll mind me mentioning it, but I will mention it because many of you read the comments. And you know, even though I know there's a lot of you watch and you never comment, I do the same. You know, I watch a load of channels and never commented for years on them, and that's fine. But I know I love to read comments on other channels I follow. One of our lovely viewers, one of our members, one of us guys, who always comments on the videos, some of them are very, very lengthy. You might notice she's not commented for a while, and that's our lovely Maureen, who I've mentioned a few times because whenever I lose something, I guarantee if I mention it, Maureen will remember where she last saw it on the last video. Anyway, I had a message from Maureen yesterday. Her and her husband have got COVID. So I was really, you know, I was shocked because I know they've been so careful and they're fully vaccinated. She assured me that they're both okay. Obviously, quite sick, but you know, they're not sort of in hospital kind of thing. So you know, give Maureen a wave and just, you know, keep all of them in your thoughts or prayers if that's something for you. So I thought I'd share it because yeah, we, you know, with the comments, you know, we all, it's like there's always the regular ones who comment, and you know, we recognize each other. And I know sometimes you chat amongst yourselves, and you know, some of you guys also follow some channels I follow, and I know some of my friends are in my vlogs occasionally, so that's why I thought I'd mention it. So yeah, it's been a bit of a strange old week, I must say. Anyway, I've logged on, so I'm gonna go and do some admin kind of stuff, and then I'm gonna join and wish my colleague happy 12.5-year anniversary. Florence and I just on our lunch break. I forgot to show you the sum of the yarn that I dyed at the workshop the other day. So this one is for me. It's like a black and teal. Don't know if you've seen this on camera. Really like it. I'm thinking of making a shawl with that. This is for me. I don't like it. I'm gonna dye this again. It's too orangey. This is DK. This is the tassel yarn that I bought. I dyed 2
skeins of this up. It doesn't look that bad on camera. I was thinking for a nice DK cowl. Actually, I don't think that's too bad. Now look at them. I'm going to think about this one. When I dyed it, I wasn't that keen, but now the more I look at it, it's nice. It's got like beiges and greens. I just thought this brown was a bit too orangey, but it's nice. It's like a light rust colour, like a tan. I might keep that. So these are for me. And then these are, I'll put them in the shop. Well, first I'll put them out at the open day, the art route. If anybody takes a fancy to them. I really love these. I really want to keep them for myself, but I won't. I'm trying to be good. This has got all like pale pinks, blues, yellows and greens running through it. No speckling, just real. It's like almost like a pastel kind of wash. I think I was going to call this Harley's Last Hooray. I think that's what I said, because it reminds me of like the Harley Quinn colours, but obviously very, very faded. So I'm still milling that one over. But yeah, I really like that. I must admit, this yarn dyes up lovely. This Tessel yarn it's a bit tougher to dye. It doesn't, yeah, it seems to take a fair bit to get it to take, but this is the one I get from Germany, the merino polyamide mix. Dyes beautifully, and I've washed them in what's it called, Eucalyptus. Give them a wash through on that, make sure that there's nothing running out of them. Yeah, anyway, that's what I can share you from my latest hand dyeing activities. Not much for selling, but who cares? Right, I'm going to drink my milkshake, sit down, catch up on the news, and I'm going back up to work. And today's my last day, and then Friday I don't work. Friday, tomorrow, fingers crossed, I'm going out to the market. I'm going to Amsterdam for lunch with a friend, and then Friday evening going out for dinner with the girls in the village. We're going to cycle there, but hopefully I can film some of that. Anyway, you know the score. If anything happens, I'll take you with me. So it's Friday. I'm just at the market. I'm in Amsterdam with my friend Marion, and we've done a little bit of shopping, and now we're at this Vietnamese restaurant. It's so impressive. I've ordered strawberry, lemon and lime iced tea. Look at that. It's delicious. Yeah, and Marion's ordered the lemongrass one. I've got a chicken Vietnamese sandwich, and Marion's got prawn. So I'll whiz you round so you can see what we're eating, and Marion will give you a wave. Well, and just like that, the blink of an eye, it's the evening. It's a bit loud. I've just cycled here to the restaurant. It's called Haven. I don't know if you can see what it's on the lake behind me. Girls' dinner. So we just cycled here, and I'm super, super hot. And I've got my new dress on. That's the girls. Hi. My lovely friends. We're waiting for one more. And we're very thirsty, so I think we're going to crack open the wine. I can't see you. Okay, I'll take some shots of the lake because it's really pretty. I hope you can hear me. I've got the dishwasher on. Oh gosh, bloody hair tickling me. It's just coming up to 9:30 here, so I'm awake, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. We didn't really drink that much, and I actually and we were drinking a lot of water, and then I actually stopped drinking wine at some point, so I feel okay. But my gosh, I'm aching from that bike ride. It was right in the centre of the village, so yeah, it was a bit of a ride when I'm not used to cycling those kind of distances, but it was good. And actually, having had that dinner, actually all of us had spare ribs. It was nice to be out in the cooler air and cycling, you know. It was like, just sort of gave us it was like a palate cleanser, even though I was tired. But I don't know if I mentioned it, but the ladies who were with us, and then my friend Yvette joined us later for drinks. She had something on with the boys already. But either our boys went to creche together, or because we all lived then in the same neighbourhood, they played together. So our boys have all pretty much been friends from the age of, you know, 1 upwards. Actually, Yvette's son Bart is the oldest friend of Joshua. Because Joshua's from November and Bart's, I thought Bart was December, so there's not much between them age range. Anyway, I digress. So it's nice that we get together again. And yeah, the boys, they see each other, they don't. Some of them hang out with each other all the time. Some of them just sort of go across each other and say, hi, how are you doing? But yeah, it's nice that we've all stayed a friend group. Anyway, in the last podcast, I shown you a picture of my granny square blanket, but it wasn't that clear. So I thought, well, before I sign off, I'll just show it you in real, what it looks like. Because I had these rose motifs, like little leaves that I randomly applied to. I think there's only about 5 or maybe 6 of them on there. I might put a few more on. And I said I did this picot edge to it. So really, really happy with that. But I'll just show you how big it is. So, and it's quite heavy, which is why I didn't take it to the workshop, because I had loads of bags of other stuff that either I was just taking for the podcast or was taking because it needed to live in the workshop. But yeah, so that's my granny square blanket. Really happy with that, love it. Nice, it's got like that sort of vintage feel to it. Well, at this point, I think I'll wrap up the vlog. I think Lawrence and I have got to go and do some groceries. The fridge and cupboards are bare. And then early evening, late afternoon, going over to Linda and Ronald's. It's their 30th wedding anniversary. So they're having a barbecue. And the weather forecast was really great, although looking outside now it's very overcast, but let's see. As long as it doesn't rain, that's fine. And then tomorrow, I'm going to the Dollhouse Fair, so hopefully I'll have some footage to share with you next week's vlog of that, fingers crossed. If you're new and you made it to the end, well done. Thanks for joining. And don't forget, if you hit the notification bell, every time there's a new upload, you'll get a little message in your YouTube to say, hey, Dawn's got a new video, so you won't miss any. And I also group my videos by playlist. So there's a playlist only for the vlogs, a playlist only for the podcast, and then like some tutorials and bonus videos if you like. Okay, hope you've all had a good week. Stay safe, and I shall see you in the next upload. Bye!